When I was 9 years old, my brothers, 10 and 11, and I were playing outside in our street. Our mom sat watching us from the front porch, keeping a careful eye as she always did. It was a quiet afternoon, and then we noticed a man walking by with a golden retriever. It was the kind of dog you couldn't help but love. Fluffy, golden, with a wagging tail and a happy smile. My 10-year-old brother, who adored dogs, immediately ran up to pet it. The man seemed friendly. He smiled and told us he was just checking on a new house that was being built down the street. He said it was going to be his soon. We chatted a little, and my brother could hardly tear himself away from the dog. From the porch, my mom overheard everything. She called us back, her voice casual but firm. We reluctantly obeyed, and the man followed us up to the porch, still smiling. He introduced himself to our mom, saying again that he was our soon-to-be neighbor. Then he invited us, all of us, to walk with him down the street to see the progress on his new house. My brother, desperate to stay with the dog, begged and pleaded with our mom. Tears welled up in his eyes as he threw a tantrum right there on the porch, shouting that he had to go. But our mom just smiled politely at the man, apologized for the scene, and said firmly, "No, it's time for dinner." The man lingered for a moment longer, still smiling, before finally walking away down the street with his golden retriever trotting beside him. A week later, my mom gathered us around the kitchen table. She held up a newspaper, her hands trembling slightly. There, staring back at us from the front page, was a photo of that man, the same golden retriever. He had been arrested for a string of child abductions and assaults across multiple neighborhoods. His method was always the same: use his dog to lure children close, earn their trust, and then the same lines he used on us. The new house, the dog, the friendliness, he had used on every one of his victims. If it hadn't been for my mom's instincts that day, for her paying attention even when everything seemed safe, we might have ended up as just another story in the newspaper. The scariest monsters are the ones who hide in plain sight. Trust your instincts and never, ever ignore a mother's intuition.